Hello everyone, I'm Joanne. Welcome to my craft room. I'm excited to bring you the stitch die of the month for the month of May. I can't believe I'm saying May. The year is going by so quick. So this month it's a pineapple. Isn't this adorable? Just so sweet. I paired this with the woven 3D embossing folder from the Spring Sampler Collection by Simon Hurley. Everything that I use in this video is linked below for you to click on. When you do that and place an order, I receive a small commission. That's at no cost to you, and thank you so much. Let's talk about the clubs just for a second. I always bring this piece of paper in when I start doing this for the beginning of the month. So at the first of the month, there are club previews. This becomes available to everyone. Here is the website that you can find it on. From the 1st to the 5th of the month, if you are already a club member, then you can add other clubs. So you can order at that point. Let's say that you just do the stitching die of the month and then you love the Better Press. So you can go ahead between the 1st and the 5th and add that club if you'd like to. On the 6th of the month, clubs become available to non-members, so you can sign up for any club that you'd like. And then on the 10th of the next month, the previous month, this is so confusing, club design becomes available. So what that means is on the 10th of May, the clubs that were available in April will then, if they're not sold out, become available for you to order. Okay, so that's what that deal is right there. All right, so you might want to read all of this. I always leave it here for just a second for you guys, and that's the way I always start my club videos, with that piece of paper. But we're going to have so much fun with this. Look at how stinking cute this pineapple is. I paired it with my little sentiment here. I just want to say comes from Cheers to You Sentiments. You can use any sentiment you like. I did some hot foiling. Remember, Better Press plates can be hot foiled. But hot foil plates cannot be better pressed, okay? So these can be hot foiled, and this is actually a reverse foil that I did on another video. I have my sentiments in little trays, and I just kind of pick from them when I need them. I'm also using these wonderful Aura Opalescent sequins. I have fell in love with these. I'm in love with these as much as I'm in love with Spellbinders Crystal Mix. Okay, I'll have to say. Both of these I want to keep in my stash. I love Crystal Mix. You see me use that a lot in my videos, but I'm also absolutely in love with these sequins. They're solid and they're flat, so they really go on a card quite well. This has such a beachy feel to it to me. So I've already gone ahead and done the 3D embossing folder, and I tied some twine here that I had in my stash, and I'm going to add this to the front of my card before we start to stitch. Sometimes when you use a 3D embossing folder, your paper will shrink up a little bit and you need to trim some white off of your card, but it looks like we're okay for this one. So let's go ahead and glue this down. I tied my twine on there off camera because let me just be, and you know I'm totally transparent and honest with you guys. I tried to start this video 3 times and my twine got all kinds of messed up, and then as soon as I turned the camera off, I had it tied like it was nothing. I don't know why that happens, but it does. So I thought, okay, we're just going to do it like this today. There we go. This gives it such a beachy feel, right? The woven 3D embossing folder, I think it's fantastic. So there's that. Might need to do a little trim here. I have a little long tail there. Let me go ahead, because I really want this to just kind of curl up. I think that'll be fine right there. Let me move this to the side. And let's talk about the dies. So here are the dies that come with the pineapple, which are so stinking adorably cute. So we have this one right here. I cut this out of a brown. This does not come from the Happy Day assortment pack. There was no brown in here. I just had some brown cardstock. But the rest of all my colors come from the Happy Day assortment pack. And as you see, I've been cutting this up like crazy. I use it a lot. I will order this again. You know what? I really like the assortment packs. All the colors are fantastic. I would order more of those. So, let's go ahead And let's just continue talking about the dies. So this is so cute. Look at these little mosaics that come out of here. It's almost like a mosaic tile that comes out from this pineapple. And I know I'm going to find something to do with these things. Because when I poked them out, I was like, oh, those are really, really cute. But that's this. And then I cut my pineapple right here, and we're going to stitch this. You can see on here that Spellbinders gives us these wonderful lines to follow for stitching. And this is a very simple way to stitch. You'll use this pineapple shape here, and you'll use this one with this right here to cut it out. Now I suggest when you do this, you lay it down, get your border right, see, because it could kind of shift around a little bit, and then just add a piece of tape and cut it like that. This way you have a nice even border around like I got here. Okay? So that came out really nice. And then this is all of our greenery. So there's a few pieces there. Is there another piece? Let's see. No, we're good. Okay, so this one is here. And then these two pieces follow this one, and then these three go with that one, just like that, okay? And let's go ahead and put our top together because I think the top is so stinking cute. So I used the lighter green for the background. And again, in Spellbinders fashion, look for your etched markings. And these guys will fit like a puzzle piece. Isn't that wonderful? And then I put these two right here on the top, and I actually popped those up with some foam. So we'll do that in just a second. Here we go. Just like this. We'll put all this together, then we'll stitch. Just like that. Then this one comes up around here. Watch how this comes right into itself right there. And it gives it like another little leaf right there. I just love these. I always say I craft so well with fruit and flowers. I was happy. You know, Spellbinders has been doing like a theme for the month. And so I have a feeling, because when I am filming this, it is in April, the end of April, and I haven't seen what's coming. So I just have a feeling that it is a fruit theme. So that should be fun with everything, you know, because between the better press, the large die, the small die, I loved them last month where things were stitching. I just had so much fun with the stitch die, but the theme was stitches, you know, anything stitching, which I thought was fun. And I think the one before that was like books, so like teacher stuff, or anybody that likes to read, really. So isn't that pretty? Just like that. Now these two little guys, we're going to pop these up with some foam. Let me find my foam. I'm going to use the small squares. I love these because they have rounded edges. I'm just going to put one here and one here. And we are ready to go. So I'm going to stick this one here to come around that way. And then I'm going to place this one here to come out this way. And I really want some of this leaf to show. This one back here, I really want that to show. So there is the way I put the little top together. And I think it came out cute. I love the dimension that I used there. Really cute. Okay, let's put that aside. And again, I have my little sentiment here. Oh, what I want to tell you about the sentiment, where it's the day right here, we're going to put 2 of these, one on top of the other, because I'm going to pop the pineapple up with foam. So I used 2 foams for this, and then I just glued it here. This way we had it, you know, this way it wasn't like dipping down on the front of the card. So I just stacked these. Just like that. Ooh, I probably shouldn't have taken that off yet, because you know me. I'll have everything stuck to it. Okay. I just think the little mosaics that come out of here, there's something to do with that. I just know it. But this actually layers on top of here to make our cute little pineapple absolutely adorable. Make sure, yeah, it goes one way and one way only. See, the lower part of it is a little thinner than the top, so it goes one way. Okay, just like that. That's really cute. Now, you can glue this on if you wanted to. First, I didn't, because I thought it's just going to get in the way. And now we're going to do some stitching. I'll bring my colors in here. These are Spellbinders colors. I'm using 907 and 921. This one I'm going to do all French knots with. And then this one I'm using 3 strands of thread. And we're going to, it's a very easy stitch this month. So really, you know, if you're new to stitching, this is a fantastic way to learn. So again, 3 strands of thread. They've got 6 strands on here, and I just split it apart, and I just start to stitch. Now there's all these lines here that show you where to stitch. I like to bridge. You can use tape, you could make a knot, whatever you want to do. And then I just continue on every single flower here, just going around and stitching. I think yesterday when I was putting my card together, I was watching Pluto TV. They have all the old game shows on there. I am a game show nut. I love game shows. I like to try to answer the questions, and one of my favorite ones is the old ones with Alex Trebek. It's called Concentration. And I like to solve the puzzles. And then I like to kind of play along when they try to win the car at the end, when they've won. And I try to remember where, you know, everything is. So little mind games there, you know, just keep you sharp. But I love game shows. So I think, I don't know what I was watching, but it was just like an hour, maybe 2 shows. And I had this entire thing stitched and completed. And as you see, I'm just going in and out and all around. Use any colors that you want. I didn't want to use yellow on yellow. So that's why I picked this kind of a, it's almost like a burnt orange. You know, you can make a pink pineapple if you want to. I mean, we are crafting, so that's just the way, you know, it doesn't matter. Pluto TV, too, is free. So I cut my, I was using cable, and it just got so expensive, guys. I mean, like crazy expensive. And so I cut it off, and honestly, I don't miss it, but I will say this. I believe I'm going to miss it when football season comes. So I have said to myself, I will go back to cable for about 5 months when football comes on. And this way I can watch all the games, and then I'll go back to what I'm doing here now. So like right now, I pay for Hulu and Disney, and my TV bill is only like $11.49 a month, which is nuts. That is wonderful, right? Everything I get, you know, is like Freevee, Pluto. I like Hulu because it has House Hunters International and that kind of thing on it. I love watching those kind of shows also. It also has MASH. So But yeah, so I think that's what I'm going to do. And, you know, just saving money throughout the year when you're on, you know, Social Security. And two, honest, on the cable, I was watching all these old shows anyway. But I wasn't getting those old game shows. And so, yeah. Oh, and then I have to say this. I got a Paramount subscription, and Paramount Plus. And so, you know, I can stream the next day all the CBS shows that I want to watch, because I happen to like that new show tracker. So I really like that. But anyway, that's what I did. I brought this into the living room, and I just sat there and I, you know, had TV going while I stitched. And as you can see, this is going so fast. So if you are new to stitching, this is a great way, this is a great one to start with, because it's just in and out, just making these adorable flowers. Really, it's the inside of the pineapple, right? There we go. I like to use my thread right up to the end, the best I can. So I don't know if you guys like game shows. Then I like mysteries too, because I'm always trying to like solve it, you know. I'm always like, oh, it's that one that did it, you know. But I'm usually wrong. It's like at the end, I'm like, oh, I would have never thought, you know. So yeah. So if you have any ideas of other TV channels that are free, drop a comment to me. I'm gonna knot this off now. Now watch when I knot. I come through just like this. I leave a little loop, and I just bring my needle back through it, pull it taut, and that's perfect. Go ahead and snip that right there. And as long as my tail right here is not showing, I don't cut it short. If it shows, then I cut it. So let's go ahead, and I like to use a lot of thread, I have to admit that. Just cut that. These little paper bobbins here, this is a little set from Spellbinders. And I used it last month. This Stitch with Love is so cute, and it also has a die with it. But you get the bobbin, you can even put the number on it, and like I said, it has the dies with it. Here it is. I show this every month because it's just what I use. But look at these cute little, that's for the number, and then this is the Stitched with Love. And this you could add to many, many cards, Stitched with Love, any of your stitching. So I think that's great. So I just take this and I split this in half. 3 and 3, right? Just like that. There we go. And we are ready to go. Now I will be putting French knots in that 907 green in the middle of each and every one of these little parts of the pineapple. I'm going to start here, and I'm just going to bridge to come through, and we'll continue on. And I might break away and finish, and then I'll come back with my French knots at the end. But I just want to show you how I do a lot of this, especially if you're new or new to my channel. So right there, and just in and out. This is just fantastic. I like to watch, let me just say this, okay? My brain is on TV. I like to watch the old Wheel of Fortune where you got to pick the prizes. Remember when they went shopping and then they always had that dog, that ceramic dog? I love to watch the old, you know, all the old stuff like that. Got a little knot in my thread here. that happens. Ah. Do you see it? My little knot. The main thing with that is not to pull it tight, because then, there, you can't undo it. There we go. I like the new Wheel of Fortune, but I think that that was always fun, where the carousel was going around and then they would shop. I'm dating myself, right? Yeah. Because I'm 65. So. Here we go here. Now this one is just like a half of a circle. Just like that. I try to end up over here so that I can just kind of hop over to the next one. Easy peasy stitching. See, and then I just hop over here. Keep going. Okay, I'm going to stop the camera. I'm going to finish this, and then I'll come back and we will do some French knots and put our card together. Okay, I'm back, and I'm down to my last 5 French knots. Look how cute they look on here. Isn't that adorable? So let me go ahead and do this with you. Come up through the middle of the little flower, and then I wrap my thread 3 times. I go back into the same hole, and I pull my thread that's around my needle. See how I have this taut? And just push it right down into that same hole, and then pull it, and you make a cute little French knot. Let's do another. We'll finish this up. Three times. Now if you want a larger knot, of course you could wrap it more times. But I think 3 for this is fine. Now I also, if you want it fluffier, don't pull it as taut, but I want these pretty taut and small. There's that. Let's see, do I have enough to make one more? I don't know. Maybe. You definitely need thread, you know, for this, because you have to wrap it around your needle. Okay, I'm going to come back, go right in there. I'm holding it taut, and in we go. Just like that. They go quick. I am going to knot this. Just going to come up through there, get my little loop, and pull that. Whoop. I only thought I was going to get it through my loop, right? Let me tease that in there. Just like that. And we're going to knot that just like that. Give it a snip. And I've got my other thread right here. And let's see, we just have these 2 right here to go. I'll make a little bridge. Come up through that back center hole. Wrap it 3 times. And it doesn't matter how loose that is. What matters is when you put it back into the hole. It matters how taut you have it around the needle. Okay, just like that. And then we're going to pull through. And pretty. So pretty, right? I love a French knot. And wrap it 3 times. Back down in, pull it taut, just like that. And there we go. And we are done. This didn't take no time. I find stitching very relaxing. And calming, actually. So I'll go ahead and do that. Right there. Put my needle back on my piece of paper here. And wrap my thread around my little bobbin. And put these over here so that I know what numbers I used for you guys. Let's put these back. There we go. And let's go ahead now and glue our, isn't that adorable, with the green and that burnt orange and the brown. Isn't that adorable? So wonderful. Okay, let's go ahead. Get some glue going here. Just kind of in these little areas. I definitely want to glue down right here where it's like a half. Okay. So the larger part to the top, and just like that. Isn't that so stinking cute? I'm going to put this over like that. Push it. I made a mess with my glue. Hold on. Get a little alcohol. Here. I didn't want to get that on the back of my card. There we go. And I'm just going to line this up. Sometimes it's almost easier to line up from the back, you know, because then you could see what you see. You know what I'm saying? And then you know your front is okay. I want that to stick. I don't really want to rub on those knots a whole lot. So let my glue set up just a little bit, and it's stuck. Perfect. Okay, let's use some foam. I'm about to run out of my medium here, but it has definitely been ordered. And just going to stick these around. I want to put one in the center for stability there. Oh, we don't want to see foam, right? Do not want to see it. This also helps hold your thread down too. Beautiful. Okay, let's bring in our card base. And let's put our little pineapple right here. Oh, look, I needed to kind of scooch my bow over a little bit, but that's okay. I think we're okay. I'll put it right here. And let that bow just kind of come out. Right there. That looks good. Of my pineapple. Now this little guy, I'm going to glue this down because, whoops, look, I'm off my card. What's wrong with me? Hold up. Here. Let's lower this, okay, to here. There we go. Okay, and let's put this right in here. Yes. So, okay, so see what happened? I was off of the card. It wouldn't fit in the envelope, so I just lowered the pineapple down. So stinking cute. And this, because I've popped these two up with the little dimensionals like we did, or the foam squares, I'm going to go ahead and glue this down with glue. What's wrong with me? I could give you a list. How funny. And I'm a klutz, okay? I trip over my own 2 feet, And yeah, I'm like, wow, if something is going to go wrong, it's going to go wrong. Here we go. Here we go. Oh, cute. Okay, now, here we have our sentiment. And I'm going to put It's Your Day right here. And remember, we put the 2 little foams there, and that is absolutely perfect. Holds it perfectly. Okay? So I'm going to just sneak some glue back here. I should have put some on it first. But it's okay. Put a little liquid glue back there. And I'm putting it right between, see how nice that size fits really nicely between the French knots, I thought. Came out cute. Okay, let's go ahead and get some sequins. And I was saying this on a video the other day, you get 1,000,000 of these, okay, it feels like, in a pack. And make sure, because they stick together, okay, make sure that you've just got one. They are so flat and thin, so flat and thin. Really nice. So I'm just going to add some glue here. 3 little dots. And then 2 dots over here. Just like that. And let's go ahead and pick these up. I'm going to use a large and like a small and a medium right there. And let's do, make sure I have one, because I can feel it, they're together. Sometimes I've found 3 and 4 of them together. I love these because they are opalescent, which gives them a little iridescent look to them. Look here, I've got 2 together. Right there. Okay. There we go. Here is our stitch card of the month for May. I hope you enjoyed watching me put this beautiful card together and stitching and doing some French knots together. Let me get these guys put away. Otherwise they fly all over the place. And like, these are extremely inexpensive, a great buy because there are so much in here. And look at how nice it comes in a nice little package all by itself. I cut this out of the packaging and just taped it to the front so that I knew what it was and that I had the number for reorder. And it's just so, they're just so small. Just really fantastic. So like these packages are, what, 2.5 inches by like 3? Yeah, 2.5 by 3 for the whole thing. Very small, easy to store. All right, here is our beautiful cards for this month. Oh, so cute. I'll be using this again. You guys know I always do a second video with the stitch die of the month. I'll come up with something fun for us. And this is beachy. I love that. Thanks again for watching. I'll see you next time.